Hello there, YouTube. We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the parasocial parasite, the bald menace, the garden gnome with the dome, DJ.
I don't know if that came through. I have no idea if it
like
did or not,
hiccup?
but hopefully it did. No, I did a screech. I squawked what like a pteranodon.
But like I said, we've got some Matchplay commentary for y'all. These were filmed over at Dean's Dugout, which is the locals that we go to every Sunday for Digi. Pop off at about 12:30 p.m. So if you're in the area, they are located in Naperville, Illinois. So feel free to check them out. They're a great mom and pop shop in the area and just great people. So support the store if you can. But in this particular matchup, we've got Mike on the left playing not the traditional like Mirage Galaxy, but more of just a general Galaxy Loop toolboxy sort of deck, which is going to be very interesting to see going up against the Mother Control and TJ on the right. So should be an interesting matchup. As we've seen in this week's Ulti Cup, Galaxy did kind of show us what the engine can do. Can do a lot of crazy things. Mirage being sort of the primary beneficiary for now, but there are a lot of kind of red and blue top ends that are kind of licking their chops, seeing what like I said, the core Galaxy pieces can do. So I'm interested to see what Mike has cooked up for us, and should be an interesting matchup. As I said in previous videos, hit that like and subscribe button if you like the content. Join our socials, which will be linked down in the video description below. Consider becoming a member with instructions as well in the video description. And without further ado, let's hop right into the round over here.
Right now, I think we're still mulliganing. Yeah. Going over stuff.
This Galaxy engine is insane. I think the more and more we see it, the more I think we just see how broken it is. I think that's
it's one of those things. It's just a risky thing to keep around.
It is.
The longer the game goes on, the more powerful blue and red card like level 6s that we get that don't aren't too specific on what they need to like work as a card. The scarier it gets.
Yeah. So we see you play out a Boko with the Shoto on board. Mike's got both rookies set up with the Lunamon in front, which is sort of a very classic Galaxy play.
Yeah.
Push up Corona. Gain 2 memory.
Yep. Bounces Luna back itself so we can get the memory.
Ooh.
We'll just drop a Crescimon and we'll just make it so the Boko can't suspend. I push up the Mother. I do gain a memory off of the Shoto. Mike's just reminding himself what Mother does. At this point, I think I was just considering what I wanted to do. I think I was debating on just dropping a Tamer. Yeah, I do just drop a Zhuyu Lin, choke Mike to 1, and then if turn, give Mother blocker.
Sure. So Mike will go into a Mirage right off the gate here, gain 1 memory, and then you go to your 3 off of Zhuyu Lin, and you get a memory off of Shoto.
Yes, sir. So at this point, I'm debating what I want to do. I'm just like, okay, cool. Mirage is on the board now. I have to be mindful. I can't just drop the Boko again and search. I do have to go into a Sephiroth here. Draw for Evo. Force the Mirage to have to swing.
Which, I mean, not a bad play there. You are looking at potentially getting rid of Mirage right here, and then you drop a Satsuki for 3. Not bad.
And end of turn, spit out the Zhuyu Lin, and then I remember to Shoto to force Mother to be a blocker. But here's the issue. Start a main, bounce Mirage back to hand.
Yeah.
So
That's
here
rough.
comes the issue. Where this matchup is also not great for Mother. If you watched the previous video, you will probably have, if you did watch it, you might have heard me say that the 7th grade Demon Lord matchup was rough because you can never really punish them by forcing them to swing because they don't have they don't keep a body on board with the Demon Lords, right? This deck is almost very similar, where if Mike plays it right, and mind you, he has to play it very precisely, but if he plays it right with Luna, he can basically just say, hey, Yeah, that's not gonna swing. I'm not gonna lose that card. I'm gonna just bounce it back to hand. So the fact that he can just add the Mirage back to hand and keep it, because he can get the 5s back. He can find plenty of 5s.
Right.
But I don't know how many Mirages he's running. So the fact that he can recycle those and make sure he has them for the future is good.
And here we kind of see the full memory printer at work here, just by being able to kind of shimmy your top source to your bottom, gain memory, reduce or evo for reduced cost, utilizing the Gauga, which essentially is almost like a baseline 1 cost evo, sometimes just a straight up free evo.
Yeah.
And then going into your level 5 again for a reduced cost, and then playing said Tamer out to shimmy and go into a top end for free is just filthy.
And then he goes into the Volcanitra. I do let him know that the evo effect is just I can't play or move Digimon that is 6,000 DP or less. So
yeah,
it doesn't really stop me here. I'm still pretty okay. At this point, I'm considering what to do. I haven't really been able to push too much aggression. I do just go into a rapid here. DDG1 on the Volcanitramon. And then I'm debating what I want to do. Considering Mike's board state, he does have some scary potential there.
Ooh.
And I just end up Heaven's Judgmenting. And I put 12k on the Fira, or sorry, the Flare, and then I put 6k on the Corona because the Mother counts as a white card, and then I have the black and green off of the Rapid, so I'm going to
goes
minus 18.
crazy.
Yes, I do.
We drop a Lekis. Can't pick up the Solar, but we'll pick up a Lekis and a Corona, going into said Corona in the back. And debating what he wants to do next here. We go Cresse for 3, and the Rapid is no longer able to suspend.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I do gain 2 memory, so I'm up to 5. And I kind of forgot about that, like, instantly. So, I'm debating what I want to do here.
You were looking at that Vike Ace.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, no, I think it's better to save that.
Yeah, you go Mega Gargo.
Yeah. I do suspend both, make it so they can't unsuspend and they can't digivolve.
Okay.
My brain was like, okay, I'll swing into this, and then I'm like, oh wait, I can't suspend. Shoot. That's a bummer. No protections, and I can't suspend. That's crazy.
You do drop a tie to pass turn.
Yeah, just I wanted to get the extra DP boost potential there, and then I go ahead and I suspend the Shadow to give one of my mother's blocker.
We go into a Fira, right? The level 4. Do some search, pick up some pieces, and we'll decide to use Corona effect to shimmy. Go into a Lekis. Looks like we will pick up a Gauga, reveal the Gauga and a Solar. And just doing galaxy things, doing the little moonwalk into our top end here. Go Cresse for 1.
We'll make it so I can't suspend again.
Play out Eco and Sayo, which will suspend, shimmying the Lekis to go into Hexablow, stripping sources, and then bottom decking the Shoto, which is rough.
Yep, pretty tough. So I put up the other mother here. I'm like, you know, I might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Have him on board. I'm debating what I want to do here, what I can do. Hexablow is a scary card. Obviously, you know, Heist Clad is a very powerful effect because it affects the battle, not like the opposing Digimon. So like he can just swing over mothers pretty freely. Mega Gargoyle is pretty useless at this point.
Ooh, you do Trident Arm, so you Digi 3.
Yeah. And then I force something to attack. I opt to go ahead and force the I can't remember what I forced. I forced the Corona to swing. I was like, yeah, surely it'll die. And then I do go ahead and block here.
Yeah. So I mean, I know this is a rough matchup, and
I think he Lekis'd me, didn't he? Didn't he crest him on me? So I shouldn't have been able to suspend action. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, he did crest at you.
Yeah. During that second, he built up to the Hexablow.
But I mean, you've done a decent amount of control here, and he's on his last egg, and you've gotten rid of a couple top ends, We do see that original Mirage come back. Bouncing top card of security. Does do it for free because of the Coincido effect, which is dummers, but here we are.
He's at 8 memory, chilling. I have no blockers. I'm debating what I couldn't really do much. I was getting stuck.
Yeah.
It is hard when you don't see Shoto.
Yeah, and bottom decking that other Shoto is...
Yeah, it was huge.
Rude.
It was really, really big for him. He does go ahead and go into a Paladin mode here.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, we'll be able to go ahead and cycle his deck back, so he is very far from deck out now.
Well, so much for having no eggs.
Yep. We'll go ahead and swing. We'll be able to bot deck the Mega Gargoyle, gain 4 memory, unsuspend, do the check, does hit another Mega Gargoyle.
Swings, hit another Sasuke. That's not bad. Bless you.
Whew. Thank you. Goodness.
Drop a Luna. And we'll go for 2 into Fira. Cycle. Looks like it's a Gallant Crimson Ace. We'll pick up the Flare.
Deciding what else he wants to do here.
We'll do the Tucky Tuck. Drop a...
Go ahead and just play the Hina. And then we'll go ahead and go into a Galgamon here.
Oh.
Or no. No, we don't. Never mind. He's debating. We'll coincide. Tuck that under. And then Evo for free.
Into a level 5.
Yeah, he's debating what he wants to go into here right now.
We've seen him pick up a Flare. I feel like he could go there. But we'll decide to go Cresse.
Yeah.
Stun one of the Mamas.
And then
Mirage.
We'll go ahead and go into another Mirage. Yeah, spawn security. We'll go ahead and gain some memory.
Gain 1.
But doesn't matter. I go to 3 anyways.
Yeah.
Hatch, go to 6 because did you want to play?
Yeah, no Shoto for you is tough, brother.
Yeah. When you don't see Shoto, it makes it very, very hard to do things with this deck. Because you really need Shoto to set up your mothers to keep you in the game, and if you can't see that, well, you ain't staying in the game.
Oh, Grumble! It's been a while since I've seen that little guy.
Yeah, I went Grumble. I put Grumbles in. One of the lists I sort of looked at for inspiration, ran like a couple of them, and I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. It's just a cheap black hybrid card that helps with level 4 consistency for being able to do things. I do go ahead and go to Rapid. Yeah, for 4 proper. I did Digivolve the 1, gain the 5 memory back into a Mirage.
Okay. Just debating on what you want to do here. You do have a decent amount of memory to work with. Looks like you're considering an Evo.
It's at this point that I'm realizing that I probably should have de-Digivolved the other Mirage. But I was like, you know what? This is unfortunate.
Vike Ace, de-Digivolve 2, and suspend.
And it's at this point I'm just like, you know what? It's already suspended. But if I had de-Digivolved 1 on the Mirage and then de-Digivolve 2 on the other stack, I would have put him down to a 5 and a 4, or a 5 and a 5 rather.
Yeah.
Could have swung, popped the 1, and then didn't find. I do opt to swing into the Lexus because I'm like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to die in security and then pass turn right now. So I'll die if I do that. So I swing at the Lexus, one attacking effect to pop the Lexus. And then he's able to do this.
Oy.
He had a second one. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you had a second one. And then he goes ahead, he bot decks that and gains the memory. And I'm just like, all right, let's scoop because I'm going to lose. So an unfortunate kind of happenstance there. Not saying Shoto was tough. But I mean, I also, I did not... I didn't think he had 2 Paladin mode aces.
2 is a little...
It makes sense.
It does make sense, though. With how much blue you're running.
I wouldn't even really say it's cray. It makes sense because not even just blue that you're running. The fact that when you bottom deck a white level 7 card, you gain 3 memory. So it's a very powerful ace play that can steal turn when you have one in trash.
Yeah. I mean, AK, like, if you're going up against, like, Omni DNA mainly, right?
Yeah.
Which is definitely seeing a resurgence now or not resurgence, but more of like a relevance in the meta with how well it's been doing at recent tournaments.
Right. But being able to proc it yourself and then, you know, like gain, like keep yourself in the game by, keep yourself in the game by, you know, putting your deck back, and then especially with how much Galaxy Loop cycles, because you can very easily deck yourself out if you're not careful.
Yeah.
But keep yourself in the game and then also steal turn is just strong. It's just very, very powerful.
So Mike starts with a Luna and a Hina, and then you play out a Shu Yulin.
Mm-hmm.
And then he plays out a Digi Emperor. Okay.
Yep. At this point, I'm just kind of debating what I want to do. I do go ahead and just drop another Shu. And choke him to 1, because I was like, you know what? There's no reason for me to promote the Mother if I don't have a Shoto. If the Mother is just a big card out there that doesn't do anything. And it'll just give him memory because of the Hina. So it's like, I'd rather just like, you know, just choke what memory I can and just leave it in back until I can find Shotos. So I just go ahead. Nice. We're just dropping Tamers. Just dropping Tamers because I'm not seeing Shoto. I'm not seeing anything else. There wasn't really anything on board for me to control just yet.
He goes into a Corona in the back and debating what he wants to do here. And we'll decide to use Lunamon's effect, tucking the Gauga to gain 2 memory, plays out a Coensayo, going into another Corona.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of cycling. We'll be able to use the Coronamon, or the Sunmon effect to go ahead and evo for 1 into Lekis, top 3. We got the Coensayo, and I don't remember the other card. It was kind of a little bit glare there. Sorry, I think it was a
Cresse, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was a Cresse. Pretty sure it's Cresse.
Just a solid play. I mean, I feel like there's no harm in doing it. Yeah.
We do go into Cresse. Yep, just set up a little bit, and then passes me over to 3. I'm debating if I want to promote Mother at this point.
You do.
I do opt to gain the 2 memories. I'll go to 5.
Well, Sephiroth.
Yeah, force the Cresse to swing.
And go rapid. Okay.
Yep. You Digivolve the 1 on it. And then spit out Shu Yulin.
It's not bad. Go ahead, promote. We'll gain a memory from Corona to start. Should have lost 2. Or no, I don't know why I said should have lost 2. He's fine.
No. He does swing. I did not have an ace card. I didn't have an ace or anything. I was just like, you know what? Maybe it'll hit one of my big cards in security and die. That would be my best case scenario. So I might as well force it. You know, while it's a level, it's only 4k DP. Like it hits even any of my any of my hybrids.
It does have jamming though.
I'm in a good spot. Oh, it did have jamming, so it didn't matter. You're right. I'm just stupid.
No.
I'm just dumb. No, I am. don't patronize me. I am stupid. I am stupid. 100%. I should have realized that I had jamming, so it really didn't matter. But anyways, I didn't have an ace, so it doesn't really matter. I think part of me was also just hoping the bigger thought at the time was hopefully I draw an ace off of the Evo, which of course I didn't do. But it's all I really could do with what I had in hand at the time.
Sorry for the glare right there. Mike did hard drop a Cresse.
For 5.
Going ahead and forcing the Rapid to stay unsuspended. And then we'll go Mirage to say bye-bye.
Yep.
You go to your 5 off of the 2 Sasuke's that you have. And you do go into a Grumble. Go ahead and punch the Luna.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and delete the little guy. Debating on what you want to do next, you end up dropping a Satsuki and then going back into another Rapid, de-digivolving the Mirage.
And then spit out the Shu, but I do not have protections. I don't have protections because I don't have a green tamer.
No Shoto again.
Yep.
Mike goes to 6 off of Chronomon's effect. He's kind of got the world at his feet right now in terms of what he wants to do. We'll go Gauga. Forces both of you to draw. We'll do the effect of Corona to go ahead and go into a Lekis now. We'll pick up a Fira.
It's a flare.
Or Flare, sorry.
Debating what he wants to do next.
I don't know, man. Like, this deck is very strong, and it does take a good pilot. It is crazy, but there are a lot of, like, you've seen me scuff it up on DCGO all the time of, like, when you want to do certain things, when to tuck, what to tuck, yada yada, and how to cycle and sequence things. So it does take a good pilot, but I mean, this is... I do think they need to do something about this in the near future, because this is going to get abused big time by a lot of top ends now, especially now that the game's gotten a lot of depth in terms of, like, what your top ends can do. It's only gonna get nuttier, in my opinion.
Yeah, just going to do a Hina here. We'll pop me. We'll Emperor to draw a card. And then I go to 3, shoot up to 6. I'm debating what I want to do.
What do you feel like? Because I know, obviously, like, it's tough, right? I mean, like you said, 2 tough matchups. Ooh. What is
Evo, I do go ahead and give blocker to the Mother next to me.
Then you go
go Sephiroth for 1. Yeah, force that guy to swing.
But yeah, like I was saying, like, I know these are kind of 2 more difficult. There's a Shoto. 2 more difficult matchups for you, but, like, playing the deck, what do you feel like are some things that you feel like either you would change? Because I think this is your first, like, go at a locals with this. Is there anything you would change? Anything you wish were a little bit different about how you put it together, or just bad matchups?
I'm probably... It's bad matchups.
Yeah.
It's more than anything else. Okay, I'll go over it more towards the end.
Yeah.
If you push up Luna, bounce the flare, so I can't punish the swing. So no AC vote for me.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead. We'll go Galgamon here. We'll gain a memory.
Debating on what he wants to do next here. He will decide to use Lunamon's effect, tucking to go back into a Fira. We'll pick up, looks like a Flare, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a Flare and a Lekis, I believe.
Yeah.
But what he wants to do next. Still has his Koen Sayo.
Mm-hmm.
He has 7 memory to work with.
He's looking at, it looks like a Hexablow here, which would be rough for you, because that's another Shoto gone. We'll go into a Flare.
Yep.
I think at this point, he's probably just cycling.
And then just go ahead and go. You go into Metallictra here. Level 4 lower Digimon cannot Digivolve. So we'll just go ahead and Digivolve me though off the Hina effect. That's about it.
Interesting.
And then we'll
swing.
Yeah, he is 17. I don't have a tie on board, so I can't do anything. I do hit another Shoto, so I'm able to spit that fella out. And then he goes into a Mirage here. We'll just go ahead and bounce security because that Mercurymon still can't be bounced thanks to the protection from Rapid earlier. I shoot up a memory, which is pretty nice. Deciding what I want to do. I cannot Evo because of the Metallictramon, so that Mercurymon cannot Evo. And the other thing with the black hybrids is that you cannot Evo over your Tamers either, because it treats them as a level 3 Digimon when Evoing. And because Metallictramon says level 4 lower Digimon can't Digivolve, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I push up, I do attempt to Evo it, and then I'm just like, wait, hold on. It's the hybrid thing, yeah. And Mike's like calls it out. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I go ahead, put that back. I put the card back on top of the deck. Spoiler alert, it was another Mercurymon, so it didn't really matter anyways. It wasn't anything helpful. So this turn was pretty tough because I'm kind of just stuck. I have all this memory I could work with, and I have a lot of stuff in hand that I could actually Digivolve with and start to push some good aggression. But that Metallic Dramon just completely shut me out. I really could not do anything.
Yeah.
Or at least nothing good. So at this point, I'm debating what I even like can do.
That is rough. You're debating maybe a swing here, potentially?
Yeah. So I was like, there's no blocker. I could just swing and go for it.
Looks like you may even just drop more tamers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. And I'm like, I don't know. I was stuck. My brain was stuck. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I was like,
tough,
I have
man.
Shotos now, so I can create blockers at least, but I really can't do much else. So I go ahead and just drop another Shoto. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll try and play for like a big turn next turn. We'll just load the memory. So I play another tie, then I play a second tie. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have enough ties on board now to make myself really big to stop like any sort of like deletion that could happen. Or not the deletion, but to at least make my Mother's like a 19k blocker. So even if his Metallic is 17k, I don't care. That's fine for me.
Right.
And then end of turn, I did give everything blocker with the Shotos. He just dropped a Luna, has another Galga, is able to Evo into it, gain a memory, keep turn.
He's got 3 cards in deck.
Yeah, he was running pretty low. And I did have a Mega Gargo Ace in hand. That was the other thing too. I was like, you know what? If I could have Mega Gargo Ace, I could have stopped a lot of stuff. He does swing. I go ahead, I block with Mother, and I spend the ties to make myself a big blocker, and then I do delete that. Alters effect procs. Because it's leaving the battle area. Spits out the Volcanic Dramon here.
And here I'm wondering, do you just... Not you, but I mean, like, does Mike just maybe just throw out another body? Because I don't know if you want to necessarily Evo now. Oh, well, I guess he will Evo. Goes into...
He can tuck again.
He's got another Galga, then he will gain a decent amount of memory here. We'll go Lekis. Reveal, draw nothing.
Yeah, he's just debating what he wants to do at this point. He does have the Paladin Motor Ace in hand. We did see it for a second there, so he's not really at risk of deck out. I was hoping he was because that was like my one saving grace. And my goal was to try and put him in a position where he either had to hard drop it because he couldn't Evo it.
Right.
Because I figured I assumed he had 1, if not 2. Now that I knew that there was 2 in there. So I try to play towards that a little bit, but you'll see.
So it looks like he will Evo here, and we'll go into Cresse. Choosing to one of the Mothers, but it really doesn't matter.
Everything on suspense. I push Mother. I gain 9. I go up to 9 because I have 3 Satsuki and 3 Shoto.
Right. You've got the world at your feet here. You've got 3 Shoto, 3 Satsuki. Got all the tamers out.
Yeah.
You will hybrid here, going into a Mercury.
Yep. Give it blocker.
No Mame.
Go into a Mamemon. Go ahead and reveal top 5. I'm able to play out a tamer. I do go ahead and just drop the tie and then bot deck the rest. So I'm just like, you know what, extra DP in case in case you get something really big.
That would be a really free Death X right now. Not that it would do much, but that's crazy.
And we were in time, by the way, at this point, as a note too. I go with Mega Gargoyle Ace here. I do lock them both down. They can't Digivolve, so I'm like, okay, you cannot Ace Evo. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to push like some sort of aggression here.
Right.
And you see me counting, it's because I have a Quartz in hand.
I mean, it makes sense.
So I swing my Gargoyle Ace and I hit a Paladin mode.
Oh.
And turn passes. And I just scoop there. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna call it. Because the idea was this, because he was turn 0 when he was resolving that turn, and this was my turn 1. So I had one more turn after this. So the plan, to kind of put it in perspective for everybody watching, was to swing Mega Gargoyle Ace, chip the security, make it, we'll go with Mega Gargoyle Ace first of all. Make it so he can't Evo, he can't Ace Evo, so he has to hard drop the Paladin mode if he wants to actually get some value out of it to keep himself from decking out. The idea was to swing with the Mega Gargoyles, unsuspend end of attack, and then go into a Quartzmon for 6. There were 16 cards on board that I could suspend, so I would gain 8 memory, going back up to 2. Swing Quartz, and then I would mill top 3 and check the last card and put him basically at 0 security.
Right.
And then when his turn, everything would be stuck suspended. He wouldn't be able to push those last swings for game, basically, with where he was at.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be able to go ahead and just swing for game on turn 3 was the idea. I could have probably played it safer and then just gone straight into Quartz and then done that same thing. But my idea was I wanted to make sure he had absolutely as little security as possible for that last turn in case anything went wrong.
Sure.
But then, of course, something immediately went wrong and I hit the Paladin Mode's first check, so it backfired right away.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes.
That's a good thought. Yeah. No, I mean,
that's how it goes.
That was a well thought out plan. Just worst case scenario kind of happened.
It's classic TJ luck when checking security that I just hit like the worst possible thing I could hit.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, good couple games of Mother Shoto that we have on the channel for you guys. I think that was one of the bigger like last decks that we wanted to get on channel for you. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And you know, we are gonna start preparing for the new set that'll be dropping in a few weeks. You know, I think we've got pre-release starting to line up in about 2 weeks. So a lot of exciting things coming on. This is going to be Nat's format, so we're definitely keeping an eye out for what's going to be locked and loaded for the next set. So drop a comment to let us know what you guys are building next set. Let us know what you all are thinking. And hopefully catch you on that next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.